Gotmark76 this week, 1990.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Gotmark76 this week, 1990. As you heard at the top of the program, Executive Vice President of Operations Jim Herd has a major announcement regarding the new #1 contender to Ric Flair's NWA World title. Without further ado, let's head to that announcement in full. So there you have it, fans. Sting will get an opportunity at Nature Boy Ric Flair at Wrestle War 90 Wild Thing on February 24th here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. And Sting in the ring now with Rip Morgan, one half of the royal family. And Sting throws Morgan into the turnbuckle. One has to wonder what Sting's title opportunity will mean for the Four Horsemen. Sting, a member of the Horsemen, and I don't know. It's all shocking to me. I mean, I can't think of a better man that deserves it than Sting. Although a case can be made for the total package Lex Luger, but he, as we found out, will have an opportunity 3 weeks from now, as he and Flair will go at it with the winner facing Sting at Wrestle War. That match will be in Greensboro, North Carolina. Make sure to get your tickets right away. Greensboro will sell out for that, as Sting looks to win the NWA World title, but again, he's a member of the Horsemen. So when I get an opportunity, I want to ask if that's going to have an effect on this title match. As Sting with a clothesline takes Rip Morgan down. This match has been all Sting thus far, and you can tell that he is amped up with the news of receiving a world title opportunity. And a reversal by Morgan. Into the ropes goes Sting. Sting throws Morgan into the turnbuckle. Runs, charges, Stinger splash in the corner. We know what's coming up next. Sting turns over Morgan. And here he comes, locking in the Scorpion Deathlock. And Morgan has nowhere to go. He's too far away and he taps out. And there's your winner, the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title, Sting. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. There is that Stinger splash. In the corner, the prelude to the Scorpion Deathlock. And once he has this maneuver, there is rarely ever any escaping. Will Ric Flair feel the Scorpion Deathlock on February 24th? Or will Luger if he defeats Ric Flair prior to Wrestle War in 3 weeks' time? Fans, don't go away. We have much more World Championship Wrestling after this timeout. Welcome back to World Championship Wrestling as Fatu takes on Dr. Death. Steve wins a big clothesline by a charging Dr. Death. And fans, as we saw at the top of the hour, Sting, the new #1 contender to Ric Flair's World Heavyweight title. And we will see if that has any effect. Oh, over the top rope goes Fatu on the relationship of Sting and the Four Horsemen. Dr. Death and Fatu on the outside floor, and they're exchanging blows. Fans, we have a great show lined up for you today. Arn Anderson will be in action against Wild Bill Irwin in our main event. The Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, will take on Doom in a special challenge match. We will also hear from Woman as Fatu with some great maneuvers on the top rope to the floor. And Fatu now picks up Dr. Death. Fatu not done with Dr. Death, has him up in a suplex on the floor. And Dr. Death in trouble as the Big Kahuna approves in the background. And Dr. Death back into the ring is met with a big clothesline by Fatu. Takes Dr. Death down. The Samoan SWAT team. As Fatu goes for the cover, one, and the kick out at one. The Samoan SWAT team will be part of the U.S. Tag Team Tournament. We will have that bracket for you later on in this program. That tournament starts in 2 weeks on January 27th. And the Samoan SWAT team part of that tournament to crown new United States Tag Team Champions. And Dr. Death with a side headlock on Fatu. Dr. Death finds himself on the outside looking in the world title contention. He is a top 10 ranked wrestler as Fatu rolls him up from behind. Has a schoolboy. 1, 2, 3, no! Dr. Death able to get his shoulder up at the very last second. And Fatu having a word with the referee. And wait a second, he put his hands on the referee, but Dr. Death had seen enough, and a clothesline from behind takes down Fatu. That might cost Fatu some money, putting his hands on an official. But he makes it to the ropes and breaks up. The referee did not call for a disqualification there, but a big football tackle takes Fatu down. But the Big Kahuna distracting the referee as Dr. Death goes for the cover. Are you kidding me? The Big Kahuna as Fatu kicked out. Dr. Death had the match won, and the Big Kahuna, Oliver Humperdick, getting involved, and this match continues as Dr. Death rams his knee into the head of Fatu. I'm not sure who that hurt more. And now Dr. Death stomping the arm of Fatu. Goes for the cover. Referee position. 1, 2, 3, no! A kick out by Fatu. And now the Big Kahuna up on the apron. Dr. Death having words with the Big Kahuna. It's allowing Fatu back to his feet with a big forearm splash. A savant kick. Oh, that's it. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, 3, no! Dr. Death again barely escapes. Oh man, the Big Kahuna distracting Dr. Death, enabling Fatu to get back to his feet. Hit that savant kick, but was unable to get the pinfall. And Fatu firing away on Dr. Death with a series of chops and forearms. Throws Dr. Death into the ropes. Oh, but Dr. Death fights back, and a football tackle takes Fatu down. Dr. Death gonna go for the cover. This could be it. 1, 2, 3, no! A kick out by Fatu. And Dr. Death not sure what he has to do to put Fatu away. He's staying on top. And a big forearm. And a belly-to-back suplex. Up and over goes Fatu. Here's a replay. Beautiful maneuver by Dr. Death. And that may be all she wrote. Dr. Death goes to the cover. Referee in position. And 3. And your winner, Dr. Death, Steve Williams, here on World Championship Wrestling. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. And Fatu had more than one opportunity to take care of Dr. Death, but unable to do so. But it was distraction by the big kahuna, Sir Oliver Humperdinck, who got a near fall when Fatu nailed Dr. Death with a savate kick. But it was the belly-to-back suplex of Dr. Death that took care of Fatu in this matchup. And there's the referee talking with the big kahuna, and the savate kick by Fatu, but a football tackle and a belly-to-back puts Fatu away. Fans, Arn Anderson will be taking on Wild Bill Irwin, and we will also hear Woman has requested a special interview with Ric Flair. We all know that Woman last week said that she wanted to manage the Horsemen. Where will that go? Don't go away. Stay tuned to find out. And welcome back to World Championship Wrestling. How about that situation as Woman having a one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. Let's be honest, he is the leader of the Four Horsemen. And Woman trying to offer her managerial services, and Ric Flair, I think, politely rejected the offer. As Arn Anderson in the ring, suplex up and over goes Wild Bill Irwin. So I think it's safe to say that Ric Flair speaks for Ole, Arn, and Sting in the Four Horsemen. And Woman, of course, offering her services. She currently manages Doom. And Doom will find themselves at the Clash of the Champions on February 10th. As Anderson goes on roll up from behind for a Wild Bill Irwin kick out of one. Doom finds themselves putting their masks on the line against the Steiner brothers. It will be titles versus masks at the Clash of the Champions Texas Shootout, coming your way live on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel February 10th at 8:05. As Arn throws Wild Bill Irwin, who reverses it. Arn now into the turnbuckle. Arn Anderson, the World Television Champion, finds himself defending this title quite frequently. This match was signed prior to Arn Anderson winning the World Television title, so the title not on the line in this contest. While Bill Irwin could impress the championship committee if he's able to pull off a victory here over Arn Anderson. But there's a lot going on within the Four Horsemen and outside of the Horsemen. Of course, we just saw a Woman wants to manage the Horsemen. Ric Flair politely declined. The Horsemen then find themselves on February 10th battling Gary Hart International, a 6-man Thunderdome cage match. The loser will break up. So the Four Horsemen may not even be anymore prior to Wrestle War, which of course we found out at the top of the program. Sting will challenge Ric Flair for the world title. So much going on in and around involving the Four Horsemen, it is hard to keep up, as Wild Bill Irwin is having his way with Arn Anderson. And a good old-fashioned boot to the face, that'll wake you up every time, as Bill Irwin picks up Arn Anderson. Ooh, and drops the back of his head into the face of Double A. And Wild Bill Irwin, currently in control, has a side headlock on Arn Anderson. But Arn Anderson's fast, he's quick. And he has moves that can get out just like that. A headlock, take over into a spine buster out of nowhere. Anderson goes for the cover. Referee counts. And 3, and Arn Anderson, out of nowhere, nails Wild Bill Irwin with that spine buster, and here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. Arn Anderson is a dangerous competitor. He was known primarily for his tag team skills, or skill set I should say, but he has proven to be quite the singles competitor here in the NWA, the World Television Champion, victorious here over Wild Bill Irwin. Fans, we have much more World Championship Wrestling after this quick timeout. Our main event is next. The Road Warriors take on Doom. Don't go away. And welcome back to World Championship Wrestling. Our main event will see the team of Doom taking on Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors. It is Animal in the ring. Let's call that Doom number 1. And Animal with a headlock. These two teams, no strangers to each other. As the Road Warriors, and a big shoulder block by Animal. The Road Warriors had their way with Doom back at Starrcade in the Iron Man Tag Team Tournament. Doom unfortunately took the big goose egg in that tournament as the other 3 teams defeated them. And Doom now being worked over by the Road Warriors. And a beautiful drop kick by Animal takes Doom number 1 down. Doom number 1 firing away on Animal. And I just happened to see that Teddy Long is at ringside. I did not see Teddy Long come down and escort Doom to ringside, but Teddy Long is at ringside, and I'm curious what this means. He manages the Skyscrapers. Could Teddy Long be looking to add Doom to his army? As Doom number 2 tagged in, working over Animal. And Animal throws Doom number 2 into the turnbuckle. And Doom number 2 taking Animal back to his corner. A nice job of cutting off the ring. And a stomp on the back into a camel clutch. And Doom number 2 doesn't look like he missed many days at the gym. But Animal able to maneuver himself out of that hold. With a big elbow. And both of these teams will have dates with enemies at the Clash of the Champions February 10th. I mentioned earlier in the program that Doom will have an NWA World Tag Team title match. However, if they lose the match, they don't even have to lose by pinfall. If they lose by countout or disqualification, if Doom loses, they must unmask. As Doom number 1 tagged back in and a camel clutch over Animal. The Road Warriors will be in action against the new Skyscrapers of Mean Mark Callis and Dangerous Dan Spivey. So both of these teams looking to warm up in their potential wars at Clash of the Champions. As Hawk tagged in, and the belly-to-belly suplex on Doom number 1. And now Hawk picks up Doom number 1 and drops him across the top rope, a guillotine style. And Hawk picks up Doom number 1, setting him up for a pile driver. He has him up and spikes him down to the mat as Precious Paul Ellering cheers on. An elbow drop by Hawk. And Hawk saying that this is it. I am curious, again, why is Hawk? Wait a second, Animal tagged in, Animal flies! The Doomsday device off the top rope! It's usually Hawk that goes for the cover! But it's Animal this time, Animal flies! And now, all 4 men in the ring, another pile driver by Hawk! Takes out Doom number 2! Wow, that was odd, Animal did the flying for that Doomsday device. It's rare that you see Animal climb the top rope, but he did so here. Unable to get the pinfall, but a Gorilla Press slam, and down goes Doom number 1. Animal now, going for the cover. He is, yes. Referee counts. And broken up by Doom number 2 again, all 4 men in the ring. Referee needs to gain balance here. And Teddy Long throwing a chair into the ring. But Animal lining up Doom number 1. Has him on his shoulders and slammed down with a power slam. Goes for the cover, but Doom number 1 makes it to the ropes. And Teddy Long, I need to try to get a word with Teddy Long with why he's at ringside. But Doom number 1 trying to fight back. Has Animal now up for a pile driver. And jumps and leaps and nails Animal with a pile driver. The referee discarding the chair that Teddy Long threw in the ring. And Precious Paul distracting Doom number 1. Turnabout is fair play here, as now Ellering up on the apron, distracting the referee. Doom number 1 going for the cover, but the distraction by Paul Ellering worked. Oh man! Paul Ellering reaching into his bag of tricks to help his team. Throws Doom number 1 into the corner. Tag. And here comes Hawk, and now again. Now Doom number 1 set up for the Doomsday device. Hawk leaps, nails it. Rolls over, Doom number 1 goes for the cover. Referee counts. 1, 2, and 3. Not in time, Doom number 2. And your winners, Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. What a main event this was. As Road Warriors and Doom going into battle against each other. And there's the Animal Doomsday. I never thought I'd see that. But man, and the distraction by Precious Paul basically set it all up. Because Doom number 1 had Animal pinned. And Precious Paul distracting the referee. Here it is. As Doom number 1 goes for the pinfall. The referee distracted, unable to count. And here's that last Doomsday device as Hawk leaps off the rope, nails that giant clothesline. And your winners, the Road Warriors, who February 10th at Clash of the Champions find themselves in war with the Skyscrapers. Fans, we thank you for tuning in to Gotmark76 this week. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.